In this video, we're covering identities under the new Avigilon Unity Access 7. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. This is the new login screen. I'm going to go ahead and log into the system. First thing you're going to notice is that the layout of the screen has changed. The options now are on the side here. And I have a couple options. I can click in the three dots, which will collapse the options under each section. Or I can close that and just clicking the sections will drop the options under each one of the areas: monitor, identities, reports, physical access, roles, and setup and settings. So we're going to cover identities. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and click right here in the identity. So I have the same options, identities and profiles. So I'm going to go ahead and click in identities and we'll get to this screen. What you're going to notice is this is much cleaner, much more efficient than the previous version. You'll see here that I have all the identities in here. They are grouped they are sorted by last name, by the initial of the last name. I can make that ascending or descending. Here's the status and the last time that token was utilized for each one of those records. Down below here, you have the number of items per page. This is 1 to 20 in this case. I have a drop down that I can pick different options in here. And this is the total number of items I have in my system, how many identities I have. In this case, 118. The arrows here allow you to move between pages. So I can go and move to pages. You'll see the 20 items here. This is related to the setup that you have under My Account. So let's take a quick look at that. So if I go over here, click in My Account, right there. And now I can go over here under the items per page. I can change that. So let's say we're going to do 40. I'm going to save that. Go back to identities. And now you see that I'm displaying 40 items per page. So now I have another option. This is a customized. This is one that I introduced to the system. Also search has been optimized, so now I don't need to choose between last name, first name, or anything like that. All I have to do is just start typing. So let's say, for example, I enter Daniel as first name. It will display anyone that has the initial name as Daniel. Or I can go over here and let's say I'm gonna do Edson, and here you are. We'll have that record. So whatever name you type in there, you will show that in here. So I'm going to remove that. Also, over here, allow you to do advanced search where I can add different criteria. So I can click here. Let's say we're going to do building, and it's okay. We're going to use main building. I have options in there to pick. And I want to add one more criteria. I can go ahead and click in here and add another criteria. And let's say I'm going to do department. Yeah, accounting is great. I can do either and, which means I have to have those two, or either one or the other. So when I hit apply, this will now display the only records that I have within that category. The number 2 that you see up here is not the results, but the number of criteria I add in my search. So if I remove that one, hit apply, now I have only one criteria. To reset it, super simple, just click there or click reset, hit apply, and now it's open. Also, I can add a new identity now over here and the notes related to all identities. I can also go in each one of the identities and add notes if I need to. So by clicking on that, this will allow me to enter notes. Over here, those 3 bars is columns showing. So I'm showing status and last update. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. Notice last use is no longer there. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back. And over here is to create an identity report. So I can create directly from here. I don't have to go into reports over there. So I'm going to go ahead and click in one record here. So let's go ahead and pick a record. And you're going to see that this is different from previous version. The information now is centered compared to, and here it is, I'm going to bring in the previous version. So if you noticed in the previous version, everything is on the side and it will not expand to this blank area here on the browser, depending on the size of your monitor. Here is auto resizable. So if I just remove this from total area, I can resize this over here. You will see that the page will automatically resize. So it's much more convenient for customers that depending on the size of their monitors. Another new thing here under the Unity Access 7 is this new feature called override user password. We will cover the password policy in a different video, but this is allow you to say my password expires in 90 days, for example. So all the passwords for operators will expire in 90 days, but this person needs maybe a different. So let's say for this one, it will expire 120 days. So you can go and do those changes in here. Also, you're gonna see in roles that now the options to move options between screens or between boxes available in members is slightly different. In the past, in the previous versions, you had to highlight the option you want, either holding Shift or Control to select multiple options. Now I can just click on it and they will check mark it. I can check mark all of them, none, or pick the options that I want to do and then just push the arrow and push it over to the other side. If I'm not happy with that, notice that they still marked. I can just push them right back to the other side. Same goes over here. I can highlight them all or not, or pick one and add and remove anything I want. Also, we have the search buttons that now allow me to say, hey, I want to see everything that starts with that. So I can go ahead and just search for different types of roles. For tokens, nothing has changed. It's still showing the same, just the layout of the badge of the token page has changed a little bit. So again, centered into the browser. The options remain the same. What you're gonna notice differences are the buttons now. Add tokens down here at the bottom, and save and cancel usually now on the right side, and you see there's different buttons. Groups, same thing, same principle of selection. You can go in here and select the options, either add or remove to that. Under the photos, now you have the photo in here. I can upload a photo, same way we did before. Now we're telling you that you can do a PNG or JPEG up to 3 megabytes in size. You can upload the photo or capture using a webcam attached to the device or computer that you're utilizing at the moment. We still have the badge designer, so you can click in there and utilize the badge designer to change. You notice that these icons are still showing the old format from the version 6. This page has not yet been updated. So you will see some pages throughout the system that still have those. We will update them as we go, as we move forward. We'll touch those pages. Badge design, same thing, has not changed. Timed access, you will see that we have, again, page is centered. The options in itself are the same, no changes there. Here's the access page. So this will tell me what access this identity has. And you see there the doors, the access groups, and the roles that this person has. And bottom here, the total number, in this case, access or roles that this person has. Transactions. In this case, I have no transactions in here, but let's go ahead and pick an identity. So go ahead and go over here, pick a different identity just so we can see some events. So let's pick that one. Can go here to transactions, and now you see here the transactions in there. Some of the columns are sortable, so I can go here and sort by ascending or descending, and here's the records in there. Audit, same thing. It will display any changes in this account, and you will see who did the change to the account. And again, number of records in there. And if I want to generate a report, right there is the icon to generate that report. One last thing here to show, if I'm within this identity, I notice that this one has some notes. That's the number there for notes. I can click on that and this will show the note and the operator who added the note into that. If I want to remove it, I can click on that and just delete that option.